Extra special warning. Our hosts do no research and preparation for these movies. They are just two cynical douchebags. They think just because they have 10 years of bad TV under their belts, they are qualified to review these horrible movies.
Hey everybody, Bird Gutter here. We're here with another one of the worst movies on Netflix. And as you can tell, because Bird had another reason to bring out the fucking helmet, and I'm sitting there with a fucking broadsword, that we are doing a medieval movie.
Yes, a Nicolas Cage medieval movie.
This is the first movie in Nicolas Cage month for worst movies on Netflix. We have been down on all of our fucking, choices and selection in Netflix, and we're like, hey, they have fucking 13 fucking Nicolas Cage movies on there. Let's just do him.
Yeah, he's crazy as fuck.
And yes, I'm aware there are 5 Tuesdays in this month,
right,
but we couldn't do fucking 5 Nicolas Cage movies because our brains would melt.
I don't know.
So yeah,
we might quit.
We did Ferocious Planet last week, but no, we'll do all 4.
Oh, okay.
But this week we did Outcast.
Outcast,
starring Nicolas Cage and Annie Christensen. Hayden Christensen. Played Anakin in those awful fucking movies.
I don't like sand. It coarse, gets on your skin. Let me tell you, bitch. You're fucking Darth Vader, you fucking bitch. Darth Vader would not act like that.
So I guess right off the bat, for saying how bad this movie is, it was directed by a stuntman. And
yes.
This was his very first movie.
Yes. And okay, fuck this thing. That's terrible for him.
Yeah. So it starts off in 12th century Middle East. It doesn't give us a fucking country, it just says 12th century Middle East.
Yeah.
And, there's this big walled city, and there's all these people in it having a fucking battle. It's a crusade, so, my God is better than your God.
My God
hack
has
and
a bigger
slash
penis
and,
than yours.
all that stuff.
Give me all your shit.
But Nicolas Cage and Hayden Christensen are in this fucking battle.
Yeah.
And Hayden Christensen, Annie Christensen, basically has the same fucking awful, vaguely British accent. Everybody in this movie has a vaguely British fucking accent.
Barely at all British accent.
But the best part of this movie is Nicolas Cage's fucking
oh my God,
accent.
Dude. He's like, old time he's like, we in the woods. That's the extent of his English. He didn't quite know how to pronounce the words. They were trying hard. But
so,
they couldn't quite do it.
Them being the fucking English Crusaders make it into the fucking ruler of this town's fucking throne room. Fucking Hayden, Annie kills him.
Yep.
Fucking Cage comes in, fucking spouting some stuff about you don't need to kill everybody. Blah blah. Fucking blah.
Nobody cares. Why don't you just get 2 English actors to play the parts instead of Hayden Christensen and fucking Crazy Cage?
Well, both of their careers are so down the fucking tubes, they could afford to pay
down
them.
the tubes. He's only worth $18 million.
Which is fucking 18 zillion times more than we're worth, but
Well, yeah, but goddamn. He was worth $150 million, apparently.
Yeah.
And now he's only worth 18. That fucker blew through some money.
Well, he bought, own private island, private jet, fleet of
15
cars.
homes.
15 fucking
15 homes.
I can understand, whatever, a couple homes.
Right, maybe.
But 15.
Oh, I got one in the Bahamas. Okay, I understand that.
No, you don't, because you own a private island. Why do you need a house in the Bahamas?
True.
I mean, I can understand the fucking castle in England, fucking awesome. Okay, I can understand the castle in Bolivia, fucking awesome.
No, not Bolivia.
Bavaria, my bad. B countries in Europe. What
B
the fuck
countries
ever.
in Europe. That's great. Sorry to all the Bolivian fans. Or Bavarian. Why? 4 yachts. 4 yachts. A fleet of exotic cars. What the fuck is wrong with you? Me personally, I think it's they go to these fucking high-end parties and they all challenge each other. Clooney over there, he got 15 planes today. And he's like, 15? And he runs out and he gets all these stupid things. It doesn't make any sense, They try to match each other, house for house, car for car, until they all go MC Hammer broke. Stop. Hammer tab.
So whatever, it cuts to China now, and there is the king, which they keep calling him the king, but I'm pretty sure, I thought they were like emperors or something.
I think. Well, maybe, I don't know.
What fucking ever, right? He's dying, and he wants his youngest son to become king, but the oldest son ain't fucking down with it.
No, he's a dick.
So yeah, the oldest son comes in, the youngest son and the sister, they fucking flee.
Right.
The oldest son kills the fucking father.
Like a douche.
Yeah, and then says the youngest son fucking did it.
Yeah, I'm so sure the youngest son did.
So they're running.
Nobody bought it, really. I mean, the soldiers didn't really buy that shit.
Well, because they were there.
Right. Why did they go along with the... Okay, look, we'll get to that point of where, like, why and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, they right now, they go along with it,
Yeah.
you know? And it's going to mind-boggle your brain at the end when something happens and you're like, what?
But, yeah, whatever. So they're fleeing, and they're with a Shaolin monk. So the Shaolin monk fights a whole bunch of people, whoops their fucking ass.
Well, that was pretty good.
And
I like that scene.
Let's just say there is a few things about this movie that's likable. The sets are likable. The fucking costumes are likable. Like, the production staff
Worked
did
hard.
a good fucking job.
Yes. There were elements of where, like, they worked hard.
The camera...
Talent.
Well, yeah, the acting talent and the way it was fucking shot, almost all of it at Dutch fucking angles, left a lot to be desired.
Nuts
Yeah.
after a while, man. Of like constantly tilting the shit, and you're like, oh, you know, people fucking bitch when you hold your phone like this, and your thing's like just a box.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's like, when this shit should drive you fucking
Yeah, it's like
nuts.
straight the fucking camera.
The fucking white line. You know, like, does it look cooler when it's like this? Just shoot it regular. What the fuck is wrong with that? You know?
Yeah, so whatever.
What?
The prince and the princess, they end up at this inn. They go into said inn, and you know, and shit fucking happens like you knew it was fucking going to. But guess who's there? Fucking Hayden, Annie Christensen,
Brooding.
and fucking
Pouty.
all doped up on fucking opium.
Yeah, and apparently your eyes turn wolf-like when you're on opium.
Yeah, because they were reflecting light
They
quite
were,
strangely.
like he was fucking Riddick. Hayden Christensen.
Could you imagine
is
how?
Riddick.
Could you imagine how different that movie would be if it was
Hayden Christensen?
instead of fucking Vin Diesel?
Okay, number one, there wouldn't be no sequel.
Yeah, true fucking that.
You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
It would have went from sci-fi to USA to TNT to nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just Hayden Christensen filming himself in his fucking garage. I'm Hayden Christensen. Pew pew. And he's like, everybody like, oh, fuck me.
But anyway,
His
right?
agent's
Like I
"Stop
said,
it."
so shit goes down. Hayden Christensen, to, you know, pay for his fucking food, gives the fucking shop owner, or the innkeep, his fucking sword. Right? But then he realizes all this shit's going down, so he, being an upstanding fucking person, fucking all opium to fuck up,
he's
stands up.
So he turned into Armstrong?
Yeah. So whatever, he stops them by whooping some fucking ass while completely doped the fuck up.
Well, hey, that one guy pitched a fucking no-hitter, you know, on LSD. What the fuck was his name?
I don't remember, but that's a lot different than fighting like
God
fucking
damn it.
14 highly trained soldiers with swords when you gave your sword to the fucking innkeep.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what the fuck ever,
Oh,
right?
he did, didn't he? Because he was trying to get drinks and shit. He didn't have no money.
Well, remember, I don't even care, I'm just
You ever
moving
tried
on.
that at a bar?
No.
You ever tried that? You have like no money.
What,
You take
take-
off your watch and you're like.
Oh, I thought you
Like,
meant
slide
like
it
give
toward
them my
them?
sword. Like, I think they wouldn't let me into the bar with
I
my
don't
sword.
think they would appreciate you just going slamming your big sword on there like, take this. And they're like, no, fuck you. Can't cash that, bro.
So whatever, they get away and they kind of camp out, right?
Out
so,
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
In a canyon, kind of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were surrounded by a hill.
Well, no, I think that was later on, but whatever, yes.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so, but whatever.
Oh, fuck. Well, there was a couple times they camped.
Yeah, the princess burns his opium in the fire, and he kind of fucking freaks out, as you fucking would.
Sort of. He was like, hey, I needed that. And then he sat back down. He was like,
And then they have a flashback of Nicolas Cage fucking training him.
he brooded a lot in that, you know. And like suddenly, like in the beginning when you saw like the fight scene and stuff, Christensen's voice was a little bit higher, you know. Yeah. But like in this one, he was like, I'm assuming like he was trying to play off like he was older, sort of. I don't fucking know. But you know what I mean? Like, but yeah.
Not a good start to Nicolas Cage one.
No, because Nicolas Cage was only in 40 seconds of this movie.
No, he was in like 40 minutes of this hour and a half long movie, because
Really?
in the very beginning he was there and then gone. He's
Gone.
not in any of this China stuff at fucking all.
No. Not at all.
So whatever, the prince wants to learn archery because Hayden Christensen's all badass at archery. He's badass at everything in this fucking movie.
I mean, like,
except British accents.
Yeah, except for that. But like, I mean, look, okay, badass. I mean, more like, lazy ass. Every time the kid saw him, he was like dragging himself off the ground, like, and brooding and shit, like, hey, we better go. You know what I mean? I don't see warrior in this fuck. I just see junky douchebag. You know what I mean?
With a bad haircut.
Yeah, I don't want him to. I want him to teach me how to put the needle in my arm. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would rather go to Nicolas Crazy Eye, One Eye. Nicolas Cage.
Well, he didn't have one eye yet, but whatever. Now they're in the fucking desert. It doesn't fucking matter.
We don't know how.
Yeah, they
just got there. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of scenes in this movie that they just jump cut.
Because they meet up with some other princess or whatever, so they like hitch a ride with her caravan.
Yeah.
And then they end up in some other walled city, and they end up in this inn, and the princess is all nice, and
Well, like they ran into the princess as she was riding her, whatever camel thing. She was in the, what do they call those? Chariots.
Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
But anyway, she was in there and he was like, oh, for your company, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, for a price, And he gave her some, which I'm assuming was gold, rubles, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And, how did currency work back then? Because it seemed to me like you could just toss somebody some shit and they'd be like, ooh. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you have to verify that whatever it is it? She just kind of peeked in the bag and was like, oh, yes, you can join me. It's fucking stupid.
Whatever.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
So like I said, she was being all nice to them, send the kids off to get cleaned up, while she brings over these three bitches to hang out with Hayden Christensen, gives them opium, gives them drinks, but they drugged him. And I mean not like just gave him the opium, which is drugging him enough, but I mean like drugged him another way, so he passes the fuck out. And
yeah, for real. Like, you're holding on to that sword, you're just gonna cut yourself at the end.
But anyway, he wakes up all tied up, he fucking fights a dude while he's tied up, burns the fucking ropes off his fucking arm.
Which would burn the piss out of your hands, for one, because the rope would be on fire. Sure, it would come off on that part in the center, but they'd still be on fire. You're like, ah!
So he sends the kids away in a boat and he stays behind. He whoops some more fucking ass.
Yes, he does.
While fucking, opium hungover.
Yep.
The fucking bad guys show up, whoop his ass down. He's all on the fucking ground. They give him this fucking wicked chest wound with the fucking sword, which disappears.
Yeah.
Because he's running away and it's gone. It's not fucking there.
He goes and dives in the water.
Not fucking there. The kids, they're all fucking getting away from, they're running in the water. I don't fucking
running in
care.
the water?
They're rowing in the water, not running.
God damn. But no, like,
my enthusiasm for this movie is completely fucking gone.
Christensen's in the fucking boat,
In another boat.
Like, suddenly he's just out of it. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, ugh.
Well,
a lot of shots of Christensen doing this.
But he passes out. The kids are out in the woods. They get saved by this group of people. You're like, who the fuck are these people? But then Hayden Christensen wakes up and you're like, oh, it's Nicolas Cage. He's back. Which I guess is the saving grace of this movie, because if this was anybody else, any other actor, this movie would make me want to pull my face off.
Unless it was Christopher Lambert.
Fuck Lambert.
Nicolas Cage was doing an impression of Lambert the whole goddamn movie.
With his voice like this. Yeah.
But whatever. It doesn't fucking matter.
Really do an English accent, so I'll just keep my voice low and raspy like this, and see if anybody notices you.
So they heal Hayden Christensen, blah blah fucking blah. The bad guys know where they're at. So they go to where fucking Nicolas Cage is, and Hayden Christensen, and the fucking prince and princess, and fucking blah. But they know they're coming, so they prepare like ambushes. They have generic fucking fight scenes, blah blah fucking blah. I really don't fucking care.
No, I don't fucking care either.
Nicolas Cage's wife dies. He cries.
Like a woman.
Yeah, awfully.
But no, like, I don't know, that scene was just, like, weird because, like, she's throwing the grenade bombs or whatever, and he goes to the edge of the tunnel.
Gets hit with, like, 2 arrows.
Right, but, like, which he turns out fine, by the way, because he puts up pretty hell of a good fight at the end. He gets it, he's like, screaming at her, and she's just like, running at him.
Yeah.
I don't know why. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he got hit with 2 arrows, but that don't mean he can't move.
Yeah.
You know, the fucker was moving fine.
So whenever
after.
the bombs go off and it kills her, he cries, and then, you know, he goes to Hayden Christensen, get out of here, you know, go after the kids, and he
Right.
stays behind. So
Well, he said it a lot more creepy.
Yeah.
Than like, go get the kids. You know, you're like, Jesus.
well, because he has one eye, and he can't
Right.
even keep the eye closed through his fucking performance.
Wonder how much he made from this movie. We gotta find out.
$14.17.
Net. Yeah, that's sweet.
But whatever, right?
deal.
So, Hayden Christensen goes after the fucking kids. Nicolas Cage kills about 80 fucking people.
Oh, all by himself. And he gets stabbed.
Well, here's how it goes, right? And he's like, fight, fight, fight. And they're like, slash. And he's like, fight, fight, fight. And they're like,
Slash,
stab.
slash, slash.
And then he's like, fight, fight, fight. And they're like, stab, stab, stab.
yeah.
And then he's fight, fight, fight. And they're like, slash,
Stab,
slash,
stab,
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 stab.
stab.
And then he's like, fight, 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 fight. And they're like, stab, stab, stab.
Okay,
slice, stab, stab. Slice, slice, stab, stab, stab. Slice, slice.
The fucker is a pincushion.
And then he finally falls the fuck over,
Blech.
and he's like, I see you. And he means his wife.
Right. No.
I see you.
Yeah, the director's like,
And
I
he
see
dies.
you too, Nick. Shut up.
So whatever. So that basically means Hayden Christensen's gonna have a fucking face off with the fucking older evil brother, right?
Yes. Well, you knew that was gonna
And that fucking happens, but Hayden Christensen kind of gets... Well, he was whooping some ass, and then they shot him with 2 arrows, and...
Right, but this movie doesn't give you no element of surprise.
No.
You could pretty much call out what's going to happen every fucking second.
So the older brother's about to fucking stab Hayden Christensen when the fucking princess pulls out this family dagger, blah,
Does
blah,
nothing.
fucking blah,
She
yeah.
pulls it out, but like she had like a full 10 minutes to be like "Da, da, 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 da," in the back of her brother's head. But no, she just pulled it out and put it.
And
like,
says some shit.
I could do things.
But then when she actually tries, he stabs the fuck out of her.
Right in her gut.
Yeah.
You know? So she's a moron. All she had to do is pull out the thing and go "Clang," right across his neck. He'd be like, blah, blah, blah.
So anyway,
And that'd have been the end of the movie.
he's got a fucking sword, right? He's got basically a sword like this.
Well, sharper than that.
Yeah. But anyway, he's all fucking sitting there, and he's going after Hayden Christensen, which picks up the little teeny tiny dagger. And as dude's swinging, he's blocking with his arm somehow. And then fucking stabs him, slice, stab, slice, slice, stab, slice. He fucking dies. Hayden Christensen survives the fucking day. The princess does not, though.
Well, I mean, like, they fell down beside each other. It was kind of like a Romeo and Juliet thing.
Well, because they
You're
fucked
thinking,
at one point.
You know, and you were like, dude, don't fuck her. She's only 16. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's older than 16. But whatever. They never really don't tell you her fucking age. But, you know, if that's the case, then that's fucked. But, fucking, they lay down beside each other, and you're like, oh, they're gonna die. Nope. Like, all you
Well,
see
she
is-
died.
Well,
He
she
didn't.
dies. Hayden, who gotten sliced a billion times, you know, he's just sitting there pounding rocks on top, and then takes a sword and shoves it into her skull. Now, what if she was under
Well, you don't
said
see
rocks?
that. Just into the rocks.
Right, I'm assuming it was into her body. Because, like, you know, it's just rocks pound on top of you.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm assuming, like, she was probably underneath going, like, wait, my love, I'm still alive.
Yeah.
And he shoved it right down into her skull. She was like, well, that was the end of that. You know?
So what the fuck ever? The prince
fuck ever?
returns home to. Oh no!
Oh,
No. Now all the army is standing around wounded
Oh.
Hayden Christensen, and the prince just kind of stand there like, oh. And now the army bows to Your
The
Majesty.
one douchebag that was second to the fucking
Older
asshole.
brother, yeah.
The asshole brother.
They
Right.
could have stopped this.
At any fucking time. He could have been like, no.
You did
You know,
not. He did not kill your dad. You did.
Because he had full command of the fucking army. Look, he said, put anybody raise their arrows, blah, 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 blah. And none of them did. They all lowered their arrows. And
Yeah.
any command he gave, those guys were on point. So all he had to say was, this fucker's crazy. He's the one who killed the emperor, king, whatever.
Yeah, what the
You know
fuck
I mean?
ever.
Like, and it wasn't the little brother, obviously. You know, he weighs 2 pounds.
Yeah.
You know? So, now, that guy's a douche. All of a sudden, now he's just like, you know, your highness. You know, like, fuck you, dude. Kill him. He's a fucking asshole.
So, but whatever. He returns home king. Fucking Hayden Christensen fucks off. He really really does. He just kind of, goes away.
I never understand that. Here's the thing. You get said hero of said film, okay? And then you get the girl who's untouchable, you know what I mean, unapproachable. You can't get to her, you know what I mean? She's just like, precious goods or whatever, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about in this, because he
in
fucked
all these
her.
stupid movies, no, she's like the princess. Oh, you don't just fuck the princess. You don't just bend her over doggy style and do a raw. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean by not?
Even princess is like the hard dicking.
I'm talking about back then we were supposed to be proper. Sort of.
I'm pretty sure back then
they probably weren't proper.
people were all dirty,
Animals.
stinky, and fucking
ripping at each other like fucking wild animals. Yeah, okay. I take it back.
But anyway, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Not really.
I don't even know what our next Nicolas Cage movie is, but I'd rather talk about that, which I don't even know what it is yet.
It's probably one of those ones like Stolen or Walking or one of those stupid
one-word
titles, you know what I mean?
I wish Wicker
hair
Man
plugs.
was on there.
Hair plugs, crazy eyes, broke as fuck, douchebag.
On that note, for Bird Gutter, this has been another one of the worst movies on Nicolas Cage month.
Nicolas Cage month. Fuck! Netflix should change their name
to
Nicolas Cage. Nickflix.
We'll see you next week.
Movies on there. Chain link code on the neck.
I'm sorry.
Hair.
Sorry.
Stop fucking with my head.
You got it all low.
It's gonna be low, goddamn. This thing sinks all the way down. I'm sure there was something up there that wasn't just that. That would suck. But clink! Ow! Fucker! Yeah. You can stop doing that. Ow!
So that's not gonna last long, is it?
No, it's not. It really hurts.
Okay, so I'll use we start.
Yes, please.